Alright kids, what's going on? This is the Book Graveyard. If you've never been here before, we talk vintage genre fiction, the pulpy stuff, the exploitation, men of action, spies and horror, movie novelizations, all 1900s to 2000s. We don't go past the 2000s. Once the internet came in, kind of ruined storytelling, I think, in my opinion. And we don't go pre-1900 because that's like a whole nother world. It's shit I just do not understand. If you could, if you're new here, you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And subscribing is cool, but you know what's even cooler is hitting the notification bell. Because what's cooler than subscriptions is views on videos. That beats subscriptions every time. Subscriptions are arbitrary if there's no views on the videos. So if you could hit that little bell thingy, that would be cool. You may have noticed that I have a new microphone sitting right here. I was on an episode of the Elusive Exclusive Book Society, and Joseph Reeds was our guest. And I said, Joseph, you have the best sound in all of YouTube. What do you use? And he suggested this here microphone that I don't remember what kind it was because I already threw the box away. I mean, I guess I could have looked it up, but whatever. Ask him. He knows. So yeah, how does it sound? Does it sound better? Do I sound better? I still got hardwood floors and plaster. I need to get a rug, so it's just reverberating everywhere. So I don't know how great it sounds, but you know. I don't know if am I supposed to talk right into it? How's that sound? You're listening to the Sooth Sounds of WTPG Radio. Okay, so anyway, here we go. Word salad. This is our update video. This is where we talk about the videos we're making, the videos that we already made, what we have plans, what we have planned, what we read, what we're gonna read, what we're thinking about reading, what we're having dreams about reading, our social media, some of the other videos that we like that other YouTube creators have made, and new releases. I found a new release to share with you about vintage genre fiction, paperback art. So we're going to start with our last episode of the Elusive Exclusive Book Society. It was last Saturday. Elusive Exclusive Book Society is with Pulp Mortem and Secret Fire and me. We do about every 2 to 3 weeks read a book that each channel their own picks. So like it'd be, if it's on Tim's channel, he picked the book and he gets the guest, and then me and Jake are along with him. And then it travels around to our 3 channels. So last episode was, he picked this Ellis Peters, A Morbid Taste for Bones. We're going to discuss this in our red section, but go check out that video. Our guests on that episode were Ben from Grammaticus and Brian from Bad Taste Books, and Tim's dad came on, and it was awesome. And Jake did the funniest little skit thing that I've seen him do since the Pepper thing, the Pepper incident news conference, which was hilarious. But this was just as good. So you should go check that out. There'll be a link down at the bottom. And our next episode of Elusive Exclusive Book Society is Saturday, April 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will be on Pulp Mortem's channel. And it is the Parasaurians here, Robert Wells. I think it's like Dinosaurs Meet Westworld sci-fi book. What's cool about EEBS is I read stuff that I normally wouldn't read, and it's so much fun. Like, I probably wouldn't have read A Morbid Taste for Bones, but I'm glad I did. I'm always glad, even when we don't like the books, I'm glad that I read it. I love it. I love talking with those guys and hanging out, and it's always so much fun. So, last episode was Tim's dad. So this episode, we got Jake's dad, Richard from Vintage SF. It's not really Jake's dad. It's just funny. It's just a joke, guys. I hope I didn't hurt anyone's feelings. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. What day did I say it was? Oh, Saturday, April 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Pulp Mortem's channel. It's live, so you can come in and comment. And we'll respond Usually we just get made fun of for like an hour. And then I am recording a video with Brian from Bad Taste Books. There's lots of Brian from Bad Taste Books on this channel. And Eric from the Paperback Warrior. And we're recording this here Butcher. It was supposed to already come out, but it got bumped back a little bit. So we're doing the Terror Truckers here, the Butcher. Stuart Jason. Still didn't look up to see who it was, who the actual author is. This is a trucker action book that takes place in Dayton, Ohio, which we are currently located. So that is going to be a lot of fun. It's coming out on the Paperback Warrior channel, on the YouTube channel, early April. There's no set date. Also, I just want to mention, in case you missed it, I did a book review of The Shadow Stalker here. I describe it as an 80s erotic thriller. I see the word erotic thriller 100 times in that review video. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's about a young couple getting stalked by this sociopath, and it's very sleazy and druggy and 80s and punk rock. One second, I forgot to grab the other book. Dee. Pop. I forgot. Forgot to grab this book. Since we're talking about EEBS, the next one is already scheduled. And it is Burial Rites here by Michael Scot from The Office. Wrote a horror book. This is going to be on my channel. It is on April 19th. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys like that we've been doing these on Saturday now at a time that everyone can watch. I haven't made a cool thumbnail like Jake did already, but our guest this time will be, can you guess? Brian from Bad Taste Books. And our special guest, first time on the show, is Sam from Night Nerves. You ever watched the channel Night Nerves? He does all horror, vintage horror. And he's very spooky, and he stares right at you like he's staring through your soul. And it has a very horror aesthetic. So it's going to be funny to have him on. And we're all a bunch of clowns. So that is going to be interesting. We're very happy to have Sam on. I talked to him through Messenger and stuff. He's funny, actually. Even though his videos are very serious. Gotta get my coffee. So what did we read? Oh, wait. I wanted to mention one other thing. I wrote up the review for Six Gun Samurai. All I needed to do is record it. So that review will be coming in the next week. I hate to throw that out there, and I'm probably wrong. And who cares if I'm wrong? Like, anybody gives a shit. So yeah, Six Gun Samurai, Patrick Lee. It's about a samurai in Old West times. And lots of heads get decapitated. So what did we read? Let's get that Ellis Peters back out. So obviously we read this. Go watch the video. It's about a monk in the 1200s, I believe, in England. And it's a murder mystery. It's a classic murder mystery. It is... I was impressed with the verbiage. I thought the author did a really good job. It made it sound very legit of the time. The murder mystery is it was okay. The book was a little too cozy for me. I think it's a cozy mystery. I don't know if technically it's called a cozy mystery, but I would consider it a cozy mystery. But yeah, go check out that review. It was just a lot of fun talking about it. It really doesn't even matter what we read. It's just so much fun talking about it with those guys and our guests. A lot of cool insights. I love when people disagree too. Some people hated it and some people liked it. So always good episode when that happens. I also read this Western here, The Undertaker. George Gilman is Terry Harknett, author of the Edge series, the violent Piccadilly Cowboy Western series, The Edge. And it's called The Undertaker, and you figure it's going to be brutal. Kind of, I was hoping a little gothic, but it wasn't. was a really long introduction, and it was really disappointing, actually. I don't want to get to the review already, but he's just like an Undertaker, and then some shit happens, and he becomes a gunslinger, but he's got no experience, and he's like going against these badass gunslingers and kicking ass, and you're just like, dude, you practiced shooting that gun for 5 hours. You're dead. There's no way you would be badass. I don't care how antisocial your mind is. If you ain't got the skills, I mean, you know, you could be angry all day long. You could want to destroy people, but if you don't know how to fight, you're going to get your ass kicked. So, sorry, Undertaker. We'll get to it in the review. And finally, I finished Damballa. It's by Charles R. Saunders. Technically, this is not vintage fiction. Charles R. Saunders wrote the Amaro series. It's in the 70s or 80s, somewhere around there. So I'm going to consider this vintage genre fiction. Not to mention, it's a pulp style book. And it's about a pulp hero in the 1930s called Damballa. And it takes place in Harlem, and all the characters are black except for the Germans, the Nazis. And this is he based it off of a real fight, which I talked about in my boxing video, and I'm definitely going to get into in this proper book review, and probably no one will watch it or care, but I don't care. You know, sometimes you just got to do something for yourself. So, yeah, very, very excited. How did I feel about it? It was fun, and I really, really liked some parts of it. And but towards the middle, I kind of like dipped down in interest because I think I finally realized that I just don't like superheroes. That's what it is. Even though he's a pulp superhero, like the Shadow and Doc Savage and stuff before the comic book superheroes, I just don't like any of it. I don't like that character. I think superheroes are boring. I don't know how else to put it. Okay, so that's all we got there. Up next, we'll talk about the social media shenanigans. We have a Facebook group, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky. I don't really have much to say about any of those at the moment, so we're going to move on. Here's something funny that I've never mentioned in a video, I don't think ever, since I've started this channel, is that there is a blog. There's a Book Graveyard blog, and that is where we started. So there's many, many more reviews than what's on here. And I don't know why I've never mentioned it before. I think I just forget about it because I don't, I type up the reviews. I write actual reviews. And then depending on what era of review it is, sometimes I read it off the review word for word. So it's exactly what I said in the video in the blog. And sometimes I go off of that review and just kind of try to wing it a little to make it more natural. I don't know. I still go back and forth. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, obviously. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna talk about other social media, other creators. This is what we're talking about. Other creators, and I want to talk about the Paperback Warrior. I was inspired by the Paperback Warrior before I started this channel. Before I started any of the blog or anything, I would listen to the podcast. I found them on episode 98, so they only did 2 more after I found them, and then they quit for a while, for like a year or 2. 2 years, I think, actually. And I listened to every episode. I just started at the beginning, listened to all 100, and then they didn't make any more. They just kind of disappeared, and I went back, and I missed it so much. I'm telling you, when I listened to it, it was like hanging out with friends. I love those guys so much. I love spending time with them, and I learned so much. And it was just great. And it was one of my favorite things ever. It was like your favorite TV show, right? So, Eric, they brought it back, and has a segment called Review the Reviewer. And he mentioned my channel, and you're like, oh, dude, all you guys do is talk about each other. Like, you just are in love with each other. This channel this channel that. And we do that all the time. No apologies. I love those guys. So why is it special that Paperback Warrior mentioned me is because, like, I spent so much time. They were my inspiration for doing this. So it was crazy to hear my name, to be working, printing my shirts, to hear Eric mention me. Man, it just made my day. And it was awesome. So go check that out. You should go back and listen to every episode. It's like this, but good. You know? It's like this, but he knows what he's talking about. I was mentioned on episode 115, the Lewis Trimble episode. But yeah, go back and listen to all of them. If you want to start with a really, like, the most fun, check out their episode on Casca, where they do the history of Casca. Oh man, all their episodes are so good. They do like all this research, and they like contact people's family and talk to them. It's good stuff. Okay, so I wanted to mention some other YouTube videos that I have enjoyed. And the first one was just posted a couple days ago, and it is David Books and Comics. Posted this video of how he keeps track of his collection. And he makes these checklist zines, like he puts together zines for himself. And it has like the series, it has the picture, the book picture, then it has the entire list of all the series entries. And then he has little check boxes next to them. So it'll be like, he has like what condition his is in, you know? It's the first printing. I don't know. You'll have to watch the video. I love when people are extremely passionate about something. And that is some passionate stuff right there. I was like, I want to make one of these for myself. I kind of wish that he just made them and sold them. I would totally buy them. It is, yeah, I don't know. Go watch the video. It's awesome. It's very relaxed. It's a very relaxing video. He's always very relaxing, very calming. He's the opposite of this. So I also wanted to mention another video, and that is by a channel, and it's just a name, and it's called Adrian Griffith. And he posts these Gothic book hauls, where he just like takes his Gothic books and he goes through and he talks about them, and he kind of like, he makes fun of them sometimes. He's got this British sense of humor. He's a little kind of snarky about some of them, and I don't know. It's funny, and the books are amazing, and no one is posting vintage Gothic books like that. It's like the only channel I've ever seen that's just the vintage Gothic books. He's got piles and piles of them. He talks about the artists. He knows who the artists are on them, and it is great. You should go check it out. There will be a link down below. Another channel I wanted to mention was Bert's Books. YouTube upsets me with what they push on me. I don't want to watch Barnes & Noble's Book People. I don't want to watch BookTube. I like I shouldn't say real. I like vintage fiction told by real people. And Bert's Books is one of them. I subscribe to him probably when I started this channel. Never once has YouTube shown me one of his videos. What's the point of subscribing? Oh shit, I'm getting mad. What's the point of subscribing if you're not going to show the videos, YouTube? It's pointless to subscribe to something. So anyway, I hit the notification bell on his, so now I will get his videos. The last one he posted was, what is it called? The Sven Hassel War Pulp Authors, Gunther Lutz's Blood and Ice, and he does this review, and he is so funny. He's another British poster, and he is very sarcastic, and I don't know. It's great. It's really funny. It's hard to describe. It's hard to describe someone's humor. You know, you get it or you don't get it. It's like Faulty Towers reviewing a book. No, Faulty Towers would be angry. Basil would be pissed off. So this book he's reviewing is like this war book told from a Nazi's perspective. Yeah, you just got to watch the video. It's a lot of fun. It's very funny. And finally on YouTube, I was mentioned along with Brian at Bad Taste. How many times do we say Brian from Bad Taste Books? On a channel called Geeks Love Dogs. They mentioned us in a haul. I think they were showing assignment series books, which I'm proud. I'm proud that whenever people are like, oh, I've got this assignment because Book Graveyard said something, or Bad Taste, or whatever. I'm very happy that people are reading those because they're awesome. They're amazing, and everyone should read them, and they're always $1. They're always $1. Okay, sometimes they're like $3. Still, they're very cheap, and they're very enjoyable. They're underrated, ignored, espionage, fiction. They're a lot of fun. So I just wanted to shout out that channel, and also wanted to point out that if you're new, you have a new channel, and you just want to tag me to come watch it, do it. I want to watch your video. I don't want to watch Barnes & Noble videos. I want to watch your vintage genre fiction videos. So if you see that I exist, if you're watching this and you have your own channel and you've noticed that I don't comment or whatever, that I don't realize it, it's probably because I don't know. So feel free. Just tag me. Just put me in the description. Just throw it down there. It's not for my benefit. I mean, it is for my benefit because I want to go watch it, but I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying. I just want to see it. So I guess there's no, or just put a comment down below. That would work also. I'm just trying to figure out ways that I can watch the channels that I care about and get all of the booktube people out. I want to watch real book people. I said real again. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible gatekeeper. I'm a gate fucking keeper. Okay, did we go off about YouTube enough? Yeah, I think we did. All right, so shit, I can't believe it. Okay, shit. So, our to be read, I think I forgot to mention our to be read. I think it's because our to be read is all books that are in collaboration videos. So I forgot to mention there is one book that's not in a collaboration video. It's on my to be read. So I got the book haul coming up, right? And I found this stash of Holloway House books, and I ordered a bunch. See here, this is going to be in the book haul. So I don't want to show it right now, but I am going to show one that I want to read, and it is called Pachuco. Holloway House is kind of known for sleaze and blaxploitation, but this is like a Hispanic exploitation. Pachuco means a dandy, a well-dressed man. That's what my wife says. She said that the character in American Me, Edward James Olmos, was a Pachuco Cholo. I'm going to butcher this, and it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to butcher all the cultural references. But man, I'm so looking forward to this. Maybe I'll have her come on here and she can sit right next to me and correct me every time I say something stupid. That would be hilarious. So I'm really looking forward to Pachuco and showing off those in the upcoming book haul. And then finally, there is a new book coming out. It is called Spellbound. It is a collection of witchcraft and occult vintage paperback art. It is put out by Century Guild. So I saw this Kickstarter for this book, Spellbound. Books that I collect. I saw pictures of many books that I already have. So I was very interested in this. So I was looking into it, and I guess it's a deluxe hardcover reissue of a zine that someone had put out. Bibliomancers had put out this zine of occult paperback art, but it's also other ephemera. It's not just paperback art. So I'm kind of under the understanding. I've tried to figure this out. I think I'm under the understanding. Either I am or I am. What are you talking about, dude? Stop talking. So it looks like Spellbound is all the paperback artwork. So the other one might have like newspapers or flyers or whatever. And this one is the deluxe hardcover edition, is all paperback covers. So it looks like it's just the art. So I don't think that they comment on the books. I tried looking through the sample pages, and it just looks like the pictures of the book. So it's an art book, and I know that there's text. I know that there's intros, and they talk about the genre and the era. But I don't know. I just thought it looked interesting, and I wanted to share it. The pre-order, the Kickstarter, whatever the hell they call it. It's a pre-order, right? Why do you call it a Kickstarter? I don't know what that means. You know, I'm having another old man moment. Okay, so the Spellbound Expanded Hardcover Edition is $65 plus $9 shipping. And then they have all kinds of tiers, extra stuff you can get. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it looked very interesting. Right up my alley. Definitely up my alley. So I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of a lot, but it's a really nice art book. It's giant hardcover. So yeah, I guess that is all that we got for today. It's a little longer than I wanted it to be, but okay, whatever. And I will see you on Saturday, the 5th, for the Parasaurians on Pulp Mortem's channel. I'm out of here. Bye.